Let's highlight the important information in this problem and go ahead and read through it. Corey needs to give 60% of a 0.75 grain tablet to a patient. How many grains does the patient need? And we need to round our answer to the hundredths place. We're going to solve this as a proportion problem, so let's recall the formula for solving percent problems as proportions, and we can always fall back to this, set up this formula in any percent problem that we have to work with. The part over the whole is equal to the percent over 100. We can remember this, and it's easy to remember, and then we can plug values in. Typically with percent problems we're given two parts and we need to solve for the third. The 100 always stays the same. It's always percent out of 100 or percent over 100. We might be given the percent as we are in this problem. We can fill that in right now. We've got something equals 60 over 100, and then we might be given either the part or the whole. In this case, what are we given? We have 60% of a 0.75 grain tablet. The 0.75 grain is the whole. This of is a good indicator that we're taking a part of some whole. So the whole is this 0.75, and the part is what we need to solve for. That's our unknown, and we can represent that with an x as our variable. Now with proportion problems, the method of solution is to multiply diagonally and understand that the diagonal products, the answers that we get when we multiply diagonally, are going to be equal to each other. And so if we multiply first in this diagonal direction, we multiply 100 times x, and we can just simply write that as 100x. And that answer, 100x, is going to be equal to the product or the result or the answer, what we get when we multiply in the other diagonal direction. 0.75 times 60, that turns out to be 45. And now to solve for x, we need to divide both sides by 100. We end up with x is equal to 45 over 100, 45 100ths. Put that into your calculator or do it in your head, and you're going to get 0.45. And finally, when we're working with medications, we always want to remember to put a leading zero in front of our decimal value. Let's put in our units. And why is that leading zero important? We don't want someone administering a medication to miss that decimal point. It might be very small, it might look like a speck of dust on the page, and we don't want, in this particular case, a patient to get 45 grains of medication instead of the 0.45 grains or 45 hundredths of 1 grain that is prescribed. And so a leading zero will help us to ensure that that doesn't happen. So our final answer for this problem, the patient, if they are getting 60% of a 0.75 grain tablet, they are going to get 0.45 grains of medication, and I hope this is helpful.